everyone. Okay, so I'm coming to you after my show, tired, but I am determined to do some sort of summary about pregnancy number one, which was the pregnancy of my firstborn, only son, Camden Hollis Jones, who would have been um, 13 years old this year, which blows my mind that I'm supposed to have a teenage son right now. But yeah, so okay, Camden was born back in August of 2007, August 15th. The whole time I was pregnant, um, it was just an unknown thing. My OBGYN had never had a case of a woman with myositis. She's had cases of women with lupus. Unfortunately, those cases never turned out well. Either the woman was very ill after the fact, or she passed away during the pregnancy or after the pregnancy. So having me was a very rare case and unknown. We both were in her office, in her medical books together, reading things, reading the statistics, and we both kind of agreed to stop because it was pretty grim. And but there really wasn't any knowledge about it. Like, we just kept seeing statistics of like lupus, right? And that's why I said we both just decided to stop because it was really just unknown in my hometown or any surrounding area about being pregnant with myositis. So we really couldn't find information that said don't do it, don't be pregnant. And so we just decided we're gonna take it day by day, week by week, whatever. And I was actually doing well. And so she decided halfway through my pregnancy that she was going to start treating me as a high risk. Because she was like, well, not really sure if you're high risk, but since your symptoms are so similar to lupus, I'm going to consider you high risk. And from now on, you're going to go see a heart specialist. You're going to, all these different tests. And everything was coming back normal. Everything was coming back fine. With him being my first pregnancy ever, like, the changes I went through, I had the morning sickness, and I had to be on pretty much like a strict, diet if I wanted to be okay. So all I could eat was chicken, potatoes, and fruit, which is not bad because I love fruit, I love chicken, I love potatoes. However, if I ate a burger, threw up. Pizza, threw up. Ham. Anything. You name it. If it was not a watermelon, strawberry, banana, orange, pineapple, chicken, or potatoes, like, it was getting thrown up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he only wanted healthy food. And my doctor got concerned about my nutrition because I lost almost 30 pounds when I was pregnant with him. I lost weight where most women gain. And I lost almost 30 pounds. But he was growing healthy. Nothing was wrong. I wasn't a diabetic. Anything like that. And so when we got to the final month where they start to see you weekly, one Friday I went and no heartbeat. We were just there the Friday before. My cousin was with me, she wanted to see the sonogram and things like that, and just don't know how or why. But the following week, no heartbeat. I went a full term, right to the 9th month. And the second week, they told me no heartbeat. And I had to call Cam. I remember that part. He was at work, and he came. Or did I call Cam? That's why I want him to do the video with me, because with that pregnancy, I don't necessarily remember a lot. I remember, of course, finding out that I was pregnant, the excitement of it all. Had a baby shower and everything. And, you know, we were concerned about the myositis, but we wasn't too concerned. Like I said, my doctor and I were in her office looking up stuff. We didn't find too much stuff. We just found a lot of stuff on lupus, and so we just decided to take it one day at a time. Just stop. You know, we're going to treat this pregnancy like a normal one. I'm not having any complications. I'm not having any problems. The baby's growing. I'm doing good. So, you know, I think, I mean, I don't even know if we would have taken it more serious in the beginning, if it would have helped. Because the way he passed away was the umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck 3 times. And so I really don't see how, you know what I mean? Like, even if they had me on bed rest and things, you know, like really just monitoring me every day, there was no way of still seeing or knowing that he was that tangled up in the umbilical cord. And, you know, we spent that whole pregnancy wondering, what will myositis do to the baby? Will he get myositis? Or the medication that I was taking at the time, would that have an effect on him? Because I was taking methotrexate, I was taking prednisone, I was taking a diuretic. So, you know, we were wondering, did the medication spill over too long, you know? And actually, that's when I developed my cough. I never coughed, ever coughed the way that I do now until I got pregnant with him. For some reason, pregnancy and ILD does not get along. I don't get it. I don't know why. But when I got pregnant with him, it triggered my chronic cough. I've been coughing now going on 13 years daily. It has not left. And so they told me that it would. It was like, well, once you have a baby, it'll go away. And now don't get me wrong. This is what's so weird about it. Once I had him, Kennedy and Kinsley, I didn't cough for like 2 days. After I have them, I don't cough at all. I don't think, oh my God, I'm healed, thank you, Jesus. And I'm like, don't think about it. Don't think about the cough. Because if you think about the cough, then you're going to cough. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, I'm not coughing. Day number 2, and I'm still not coughing. Next thing I know, coughing. And let me tell you, that cough is not fun after a C-section. It hurts really, really bad. Oh, but with Kamedon, I didn't have a C-section. I birthed him vaginally. But they said, they was like, we won't know what's wrong with him and everything until you push him out. So when I pushed him out, that's when we saw that the cord was wrapped around his neck 3 times, and I was just heartbroken. But that's like a whole nother video, because when I tell you that the grieving process behind that is something that I think all women can relate to that have lost. I went through the anger, I went through the shame, I went through the guilt, I went through the embarrassment, I went through the frustration, I went through the questioning. Like, it was something so serious that me right now speaking on it, I'm looking at my clock, I only got 5 minutes left to do this 15-minute or less video. So I might do a part 1 and part 1.5 if we're going to talk about loss of a baby. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is myositis within my pregnancies that I can see so far has had nothing to do with the outcomes. Like I said, Kamedon was wrapped in the umbilical cord. I had the option of getting an autopsy with him to make sure that there weren't any other issues. The umbilical cord being wrapped around him was good enough for me. And I didn't, the way he came into this world, and this is how I view it, the way he came into this world was perfect for me. The way I wanted him to leave this world, I wanted him to leave perfect. I did not want a scratch on my baby, yelling on an autopsy. I didn't want anything done to him. And I'm sure they would have handled him with proper respect and did everything under the blue sun. I didn't want it. He was born in love, conceived in love, born in love, and that's how he's going to leave, in love. Purely himself, untouched, for me, perfect. And so we ended up having his services that Monday. We had to because he didn't get embalmed, none of that. All natural, him. So the services came quick that Monday, and then I just went on with trying to wrap my mind around the fact that I just spent 9 months preparing for a baby, coming home with nothing, and then also thinking that, am I going to ever have children after this? Because now that I realize how serious it is and how rare it is for a woman with my disease to have a baby, I'm thinking, man, that was my only shot, right? Like, I'm probably not going to get this chance ever again. And then 2 years later comes Kennedy, my rainbow baby, which you'll see her video, which I rushed through that, which I'm rushing through this. But all I'm saying is every pregnancy was different. They all started the same almost, kind of, though. I was always in remission before I got pregnant. And I was still taking medication before I got pregnant. But after the pregnancy, I was, except for with Kinsley, I was knocked out of remission and had to get back. So, I think that's pretty much it. I felt like I rushed through it. I know I rushed through it. But, next video is going to be with Kinsley. She's going to be in the video with me. She made that very clear that she's going to be in the video with me, like how Kennedy was in the video with me. So we're going to talk about her journey on coming into my life. And that one, actually, I knew a lot about myositis by then, by 2014. Didn't know a lot about myositis in 07. Or really in 09 either. So, yeah. If you have any questions, leave them below. If you have any comments, leave them below. And make sure you like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. But yeah, Kamedon, firstborn, only son, born in August of 07. He would have been 13 this year. And I just thank God that myositis didn't have anything to do with him passing away. Because if it did, Kennedy and Kinsley most likely would not be here. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.